Chair. Minister, the last time I spoke on this issue, our private member's motion, I believe I pointed out that too often the state, through its policy makers, can tell you the cost of everything, but the value of nothing. The retention and resourcing of the regional and rural post office network is more than just a commercial consideration to government policy. It is a demonstration of actions being louder than words in terms of supporting regional and rural Ireland. Other deputies have outlined the challenges facing the network, the value of the network. But despite the move to online transactions, still over 20% of customers wish to use the face-to-face services of An Post. Despite the many promises from government to support the network by referring department business and transaction fee income, this has not happened and government has not been to the fore in pushing this agenda. The recent agreement reached between An Post to provide 18 months of support to the tune of 8.5 million network is somewhat welcome, but it's a long way from the 17 million that was identified in the Grant Thornton report. It begs the question, what is it that government want in terms of the post office network? Do they want a purely private commercial concern with no public service obligation whatsoever, no community service obligation? It is projected the 8.5 million will only serve to cushion a network loss on average of 10 to 15% on turnover of each post office unit. And postmasters are rightly up in arms, seeing government lauding them for their efforts, but not providing any resourcing. Another question in terms of the rural regeneration of Ireland is how is that to happen and be sustained if we are not to have any banking and no post office networks are evidenced on our streets? And when will government correct this ambiguity, Minister? Government has not delivered on the promises to support offline government services through the post office network. An example being, if the Passport Express option returns to the post office, most of that business will have migrated online. Government convened a subcommittee on motor tax that was supposed to report the end of July. That now will not report again until September. The vaunted Bank of Ireland Association will deliver at most this year 500 million in revenue, possibly $1 million in revenue the following year. That will do nothing to shore up the finances that are required. I can suggest two initiatives that will facilitate both government and the post office network. One, where PUP payments are being discontinued and recipients are returning to job seekers' payment, mandate that these are processed through the post office network. This could deliver between €3 and €4 million to the network annually and will give government control of fraud measures, ensuring recipients have to be in the country to collect. For rural post offices, these should be segmented, and those that have a smaller hinterland could be supported by a retainer fee of €5,000 to €10,000 per year, and then demand that government services look for value in that by directing services through those, and put that as a responsibility and onus on individual departments. This would ensure the problem lands where it ought to, at departments within government. A post office network retained in towns and villages is a fundamental requirement to building back better, and we're doing a lot of talk about it, but talking is all that we appear to be doing. The state is best positioned and probably the only actor which can provide initiatives and frameworks that both support and enhance the national post office network. A continuing hands-off approach by government, Minister, to this situation is two fingers to the regional and rural people of Ireland who pay taxes and contribute to the well-being of this nation. The time for glib platitudes is long over. It is past time for government to show intent to the retention and regeneration of our national community-based post office network. Further government indolence will not rescue this situation, Minister. Future government-directed funding will.
Thanks very much.